Karen Bonifilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys. Welcome. How is everyone today? Today, our guest speaker is Dan. Gosh, I can't even talk. Don Rumer Rivera. Hi, Don. I know your name. How are you today?
Good. And hopefully everybody out there is having a good one as well.
I think so, and I hope so too. I'm going to let Don introduce himself and then we'll get started. But I want to tell you a couple different things. Don is really, for those of you that don't know him, extremely incredible. And I want to show you a couple books he's written. This is a book that he wrote for affirmations. So if you're not getting what you want in your life, this will help you manifest like you wouldn't believe. And then he did a collaboration with Susan Grayson and did The Mediums. And I got to tell you, both of these books are fabulous. So if you don't have them, pick them up. Also, we're changing the format a little bit today. We're going to do psychic readings. And Dawn is going to choose people he's drawn to and do readings that way, which is a little easier. And then if you haven't liked or subscribed, whatever format you're on, please like and subscribe. All right. Dawn, you want to tell them a little bit about you and then we can get started?
Shall do, but I'm giving myself one or two more plugs if you don't mind.
No,
my most recent, my newest book is this one. It's called A Silence Too Loud. And it is my first fiction book. And this one came to me via mediumship, believe it or not, because the woman who is in the book, her name is Libby. Libby is one of my ghosts, one of my spirits from the other side who was here on the side, who's now helping me on that side. And she came to me and said, you need to write this book. And she really hammered out the book, how it's to run, what it's supposed to be about. And so actually, after I wrote the book, I changed the character's name to be Libby. So Libby, the book takes place in Rumer, Arizona. And Libby is the spirit who comes out of a mirror while I'm staying at a hotel there, and it instructs me to help her find her murderer and reunite her with her locket. And so the story takes place in Jerome, Arizona, at Arizona's most physically active paranormal activity buildings of all of Arizona. So it's amazing. And I chose that for that reason, because that'll be great. And then it also has some overlap into Cottonwood and Sedona, and most people know of Sedona and its energy. So I brought those into the story as well. And then, of course, for my grandson, I had to bring in his two books. I wrote a book, and this is the Spanish version and the English version, and it's an alphabet book. All these are available on Amazon, by the way. And this is an alphabet book where on one side it's an animal, and the other side is the letter. And so it's helping my grandson learn his alphabet. And he does Spanish immersion class, so I did it first in Spanish and English so he can get it both sides.
That's wonderful. Someday we'll have Don tell about himself, because you will not believe his background. But I know that you are all interested in hearing from your loved one or for getting a message. So we're just I'm going to hang back for a little bit and say hello to everybody. Hey, Kim. Hey, Christine, Lori, Heidi, and Don. We're going to see who you get drawn to.
XLM Kim Princess, or is it XLM Princess? Kim Princess 1? Kim Princess, do you have a specific question? And I don't, or general. If it's general, say general. If it's specific, ask me the question. Don't say specific. I'm drawn to you.
Okay, Kim.
And Kim, before you even ask the question, I do want to ask you, what is the blockage? What has been holding you back, and what do you believe the blockage is? Because I'm feeling like you've been stuck. I feel like you're kind of stuck in the mud. I'm getting this energy of frustration, like you've been trying to do something to move forward, and it's like not gelling. And you're like, is this the right path? Am I on the right path, or am I finding the right mix? Does that resonate with you while you're actually asking the question? Do 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 do.
Okay, Kim, did you get? Oh,
Sometimes the lag can be problematic, so I understand that.
Dawn, she says she believes her nerves are shot due to her child's issues.
I see, and that's why that's the stuck energy I was picking up. Okay, and so Kim, if I'm getting it right, your question is about the child's issues, but your question is more about the general feeling of when, right? Because that's the energy I was picking up, is a stuck energy. And Kim, this is what I'm picking up. Okay, is that so I don't really want to bring you down, but I need to bring you down a little bit to bring you up. Okay, and I don't sugarcoat things completely, but this is a little further. You have a little further to run with this. Okay, this is going to take a little while longer. There's a resolution. The resolution is, and I'm not a doctor. I do not diagnose. Though I am attorney, I don't give legal advice, all those things. Let me make those disclaimers right here, right now. All right. But what I will tell you is I do see the situation with your child. I do see the situation, I'll just put it this way, is the right eyes have not set their sights to your documentation, to your records or something. There's going to be this younger doctor. I'm picking up more female energy than male. There's a younger female doctor who's going to be brought into the loop somehow. I don't know if it's like through an emergency room visit or through a visit with somebody who's a care person who isn't there that day or something, or you're referred to them. But this is going to be a younger female physician, and she is going to be the one who has the key to answer the questions and open the door. Yes, the resolution is coming. Is it within the next month or so? I don't see that happening, but I do see the steps falling into place to get you there. So know that you're strong. You got this, but know that it's going to take a little bit of time. Again, watch for the young female doctor. Watch for her to come across the radar. When she does, I'm telling you, that's the energy that's going to bring this to resolution. And it's interesting because they really wanted me to see that she was young. So they showed me an older energy first and says not. And then they made sure that she was female to make sure you know it's female. So again, they're very specific. Spirits are very specific about this to you. Younger female physician. I'm not talking nursing assistant. I'm not talking physician's assistant, whatever you call them, MPs, medical practitioner, none of that. We're talking physician. This is a physician, and she's the one, okay? And so, and again, she'll come across the radar screen. I don't believe she's there right now because I don't think she's seen the documentation. Now, she may be part of a group already that hasn't seen it, but again, she's not in the picture with she hasn't seen the documentation yet, but she has the answer, and you're going to see resolution. Okay.
She's coming, Kim. Just be patient.
Call her, but do me a favor, Kim. And this is everybody, by the way. This is everybody. First of all and foremost, let me make this very clear. We all have a spirit team with us. All of us. We're not alone. We're never alone. Okay. Your gatekeepers with you from birth to death, always. Your spirit guides come and go with you as you need them. Okay. Right. So talk to your gatekeeper, talk to your spirit team and say, you know what can I do to facilitate a process to make this happen faster? Talk to your spirit team, have them go out and bring this person and call this person and get out, put them to work for you. That's what they're there for. And they want to help you. So talk to your spirit team, tell your spirit team, hey, can you go out and get me this person? I need this person to come in. Draw them in, and don't be surprised when they arrive, but also give gratitude and thanks. Always be grateful that your spirit team is there. Don't take them for granted, and thank them. Thank them for having been there and having them be there. And when you thank them for having been there and being there, they will always continue to be there. Okay, so do that for me as well. Don't forget the gratitude. In the morning, when you wake up in the morning, everybody, one of the first things you should do is offer one thing of thanks, to be grateful for whatever it is. You know, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. That in itself is a grateful thing. Give some grace, give some gratitude, return it to the universe. I mean, my next book, which is coming out in March, is this one. It's all about mindfulness and gratitude. So I'm telling you, live the story. Next.
Dawn, while you look, I'm going to talk for a sec.
Yes.
One thing that I do, guys, when I walk my dogs, and even when I don't walk my dogs, I talk to every member on my team. Every member on my team, everyone behind the veil, Mother Mary, Father Jesus, my spirit guides, everybody. And I always thank them and I always give them gratitude. And Dawn's the second person that has said this on air this week. So it's a message everyone needs to get.
Mm-hmm.
And Carolyn, thank you for saying that, those kind words about my hair. Okay, sorry, Don.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next one I'm going to pick up on is Krish. K-R-I.
Oh, Krish.
I'm drawn to Krish. And Krish, I think your question was, I would love a message on my spirituality. How can I evolve? The first step in your evolution is grounding. And I know that sounds very basic, and I know you want to hear something fancy and great. And I will give you, we can go into the ethereal if you want, but first and foremost, grounding. Okay, Krish, I'm feeling like you're not grounding enough. You're not doing enough self-care. First and foremost, you need more water. Krish, get to drinking more water. Also, you need to be grounding yourself. You need to get your feet into earth. You need to get your feet in dirt, in grass, and not on your floor. Wood floors, no, it doesn't matter. Concrete floor, no, I'm talking into Mother Nature. So get your feet into water if you can, ocean, or as I come from the Baltimore ocean, we can go to the ocean. You can do the ocean. You can do lakes. I'm sorry.
Say that again. How did you say ocean?
Go to the ocean.
Ocean.
Go to the ocean. We're going to the ocean, hon. We're going to the ocean, hon. Anyway,
Chris says she's not grounding enough.
Yes, no, of course, and that is foundational, because believe me, if you are not open enough and receptive enough, it makes it harder for you to communicate to your spirit and your spirit team. So the very first things you want to do is get yourself grounded, get yourself opening. The other thing that you want to do when you're talking about, again, your spirituality, is you have to find that fine space that lies between noise and total silence. Okay, because that is where spirituality lives. It's a very fine. It's 4 megahertz to 7.5 megahertz, if you want to be exact, and that's called theta. And theta is that energy where you talk to spirit. Spirit lives in spirit communicates well in theta. You have to raise your energy to get the theta, by the way, and because our energies are much lower than theta. And so often you can use a meditation to get there, listening to a meditation on YouTube or something, but find yourself at 4 to 7.5 megahertz. That's theta state, and makes it easier for you to communicate with energy. So the next thing you want to do is get yourself ready, get yourself, again, quiet this noise, and then make sure that we are not in the noiselessness either. It's that very fine space. And what happens is in doing this, you have to open up your communication mechanisms, and we call them clairs. And so when you're looking at, again, how do you start, make sure that you're paying attention to how you feel something on your skin. A brush of skin means nothing sometimes if it's wind. Sometimes spirit's trying to tell you something. A brush against the side of your neck, if you're somebody like Karen, whose husband would sometimes do this and push her hair, you would know that feeling. And when you get that feeling, you're like, that's not wind. That's my husband reminding me that he cares for me and he's here. There's also the feeling of somebody whispering in your ear. You hear something, you're like, I didn't hear that. Yeah, you heard it. You just didn't want to hear it, but it's somebody hearing. Again, opening up your senses and listening to the silences, right? The taste. You're sitting there, all of a sudden you're tasting your grandmother's cookies. Well, guess what? You're not just tasting them. Grandma's there because grandma's visiting you and she's letting you know she's there. These are the ways that you open yourself up. You open yourself up to understanding that the little things that we suppress and ignore are not little things to be ignored when you're trying to practice your spirituality, because they're signs, they're messages. And if you open enough to them, and if you embrace them enough, then what happens is over time you can connect them to the message and you know what they're trying to tell you. Also, all of a sudden, if you're getting your grandmother's taste of your cookies, and then you think and you're like, man, if my grandmother was here, she'd resolve this issue this way. And you're like, she is here. And she did give you the answer. She gave you the answer that you were looking for. So again, because you get it initially in one way or the other, be it sight, sense, taste, whatever, that doesn't mean the whole message comes that way. And your clairs will work dependently and independently. So if you do the things I just mentioned, that's again, grounding, getting yourself ready, getting yourself at the energy level of theta, and then open yourself up to communication, however it might come in, you will see that your energy and your spirituality will bloom and blossom. And I would give you one other trick, and then we'll move on to the next person. And this is a trick that I think is amazing. It's something I created, and it's interesting because I'm seeing it pop up now and often in places. Take a long, thin candle. I want the candle to be thin because the candle should not be the issue. Take a long, thin candle once a day, 7 days straight at the same time of the day, and make it evening so where it's dark. I need you in a room where it's total silence. Nobody's around you. Your phone is off, and you set a little alarm on your phone, but then turn it over so you can't see it. And for 5 minutes, stare into the flame. Again, nothing is on, nothing's going on around you. Stare into the flame. The first 2 times you do it, after 15 seconds, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Oh my God, I can't do this. And your mind will want you to be distracted. Your mind will want you to run in different directions. Your mind will want you to not finalize or go through this. And you have to keep coming back to the flame. If you're drawn away from the flame, ask yourself, just ask a question about the flame. How tall is it? How wide is it? How dark is it? How light is it? Is it red? Is it green? Keep focusing on anything and any aspect about the flame. Over the next few days, by the time you get to the 4th day, you're actually able to watch the flame almost all the way through without being distracted. And by the 7th day, you have now taken control of your mind. Your mind controls you. Your mind takes you in places where where you don't want to go. Your mind lets you think, forces you to think of things you don't want to think about. You're like, I'm not going to think about that day. Oh no, your mind will do it to you. Once you learn how to control your mind, once you learn how to have that energy power over your mind, then you can now tell your mind what to do. Mind, I want you to find that small slice of space where mediums live. I want you to find that energy when they're here so I know them. So now when I do it, I don't have to do the candle anymore. I don't have to do anything. I feel the energy, and I know when somebody's here. I know when they're there. I know how to get to them, and then I know how to get the information. Do those things, and not just you, everybody. Anybody listening to me on this one, all of you can do this.
Actually, Dawn, everything that you just said about the candle and the other thing, it applies to everybody.
Absolutely.
Not just the person that you were saying it to. And yes. Dawn had me do that when I met him originally years ago with the candle. It was fabulous. It was cool. I really enjoyed that. So do that, you guys.
But it was frustrating the first time or two, wasn't it? Because again, you're like, because you're wondering, it's like, this is hard. It gets harder than it sounds. It really is initially.
Yeah, but once you get the chatter quiet, it's really
Isn't it amazing?
Quite beautiful.
It
really
is
beautiful.
I truly, totally get it. And then remember, the candle, it's tall and thin because the candle is not the focus. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
it's the thing. And it doesn't have to be smell or anything. Again, it's not about smell. It's about your visual sense, seeing that flame and focusing. And it's not even, and the reason why you do that is because in a dark room with a flame, the flame is so obvious. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
It is.
So raise your hand if you're going to be doing that.
Exactly. And also give Karen some feedback. If you try these things and you like them or you didn't like them or they worked or they didn't work, give Karen feedback. Reach back out to her. And because, I mean, even though she and I are on live now, that doesn't mean she can't hear you down the road. So come back on her channel, come back and on her pages and say, Karen, I did this. I thought it was great. Or I did this. It didn't work for me. You know, and Karen can then even help direct you to other exercises because she has a ton of people around her who have various exercises. Or she'll come back to me and say, Don, what else would you suggest? I'm good that way too. You can always go to mine too. My pages are Sonoran. I live in the Sonoran Desert in Arizona. So Sonoran Mystic Tarot is all of my branding. So if you go to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, you're going to find me.
Okay. So I'm going to say it again. You can go see him, make him your friend, and always like and subscribe. Please. It really helps the algorithm.
Exactly.
Okay. Don, you seeing anybody else that you joined?
I am picking up someone though. So let me go this way. I'm picking up, it's a man because I'm here. When a female spirit comes in, an older female spirit, I get cold, but I am burning up right now. I'm warm. So there is a man here. Okay.
I burn up with men too.
Yeah. For different reasons. Well, maybe not so different. Come think of it. Wait a minute. Anyway.
That was a good one, Don.
So anyway, let's get back to this. This is a man. This is a man who died. He's kind of indicated. So he's showing me he was a taller. And I'm giving the message and description, and I'm giving the description. If this resonates with you, please let us know, and we'll continue and I'll give you more information. But this is a gentleman who seems to be, this is a father figure. Okay, so when I say father figure, because there is no guaranteed clarity in this, it could be a father or someone who was like maybe an uncle or a best friend of a family member who was like a father to you, but this would be a father or father figure. This father or father figure lived until their 70, 75 range, okay? So showing me 70, 75 range. Also, Karen, remind me, because I'm picking up a 95-year-old man for you. Does that resonate with you? A 95-year-old man? All right, don't feed the reader. Don't feed the reader. Because another guy came in right then and just said, "Wait a minute, how about the 95-year-old?" And then he's like, "Tell my daughter." And I'm like, "That must be free." Anyway, so we'll put that on park a minute because I want to go back here. So the 75-year-old, yes, it's interesting. 2024, he said, is that right?
2024.
His passing?
No, 2019.
2024. What's 20? Okay, 2020. He wants me to know about 2024. I'll come back to that because there's a message about 2024 for you. I need to know. So let me come back here. Anyway, so 2024. Let's go back here. No. I'm sorry. No. Remind me. 2024. Yes. Okay, I got it. Let's come back here. Okay, we're back here at the 75-year-old. But believe me, sometimes they get pushy when they come in. They need to be here. So let's get back here. The 75-year-old, a father again, father figure, 75 years old. This gentleman, he unfortunately he had a longer term illness, and then of course he eventually succumbed to that longer term illness. This gentleman was relatively tall, and when I say that word, the reason why is sometimes in our lifetime, if we are taller than the group of people we are from, we are tall. Do you see what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you're tall compared to everybody. So if you come from people who were 5'3" to 5'6", and you're 5'8", you were tall. So again, this gentleman would be taller than his family members. So he would probably be the tallest brother of his family members. If that rings a bell.
A lot of people that are confirming it, though.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep adding things to it, and as I do, you'll see some people probably fall out because it won't fit them. Okay, and that's where we're headed to with this. So this is a gentleman who worked with his hands because he's showing me his hands. So he was either like a fixer of things like widgets, or he was a mechanic, or he was a carpenter. This is a guy, or an engineer, not engineer, an electrician or plumber. He worked with his hands. This is a gentleman who worked with his hands, but he is not showing me necessarily a specific uniform. So this is a guy who worked with his hands, but didn't have to wear a uniform on a daily basis. Okay. But he did show me a cap. He's showing me a cap. So he often wore a cap, and that would, but not for his work, but he liked wearing a cap. It was a baseball type cap. So,
gosh,
let's see.
A lot of people are claiming this gentleman.
Now he predeceased his wife. He was married. He predeceased his wife. So if these things fit, let's continue moving forward and let me know if they're still fitting with you guys. Again, he predeceased the wife. So she came after.
So he died before the wife did?
He died before the wife. Yes, he died before the wife, he's telling me. Also, she cared very much she cared for him. She helped him throughout the end of his life. So she was very strong there. He's telling me you were there when he passed. So this person, you were there when he passed. So at this point, so Christine's not for you. Okay, that's good.
Lori, it might be for Lori.
Okay. Is there, again, can you let me know at this point if we are in the right direction, if you're still in this, because again, I'm trying to give you more limiting information as we go.
Thank you, Stacia.
Charlene was there. Okay. Charlene. Okay. Charlene, can you repeat a phrase for me? Just type in God is good. If anybody else thinks that this was their dad, type in God was good. God is good. God is good. I need some energy from you to see where this may lie.
Hey, Jennifer. Glad to have you always come in.
Yeah, Charlene, I think this is your father. Because as soon as you did that, it's like boom, yes, yes, and yes, yes.
Okay, and then Lori did too.
Okay. Okay, but so I'll continue, and you guys again. It's gonna. Lori, we're gonna continue with you in the thought process. But for some reason, I'm drawn to Charlene. Okay, but this could be either one. Okay. Maggie, you were there too. Okay. You are not the oldest daughter. You're not the oldest. You're not the oldest. And you do have a brother. Whoever this is not the oldest, and they have a brother who is older. Okay.
Nothing. No.
He's showing me a watch. He's showing me a watch. He wore a watch. It's like a silver band, not a leather band, but a silver band watch. Does that still resonate? I'm the baby, 3 younger brothers. Okay.
And Charlene, it says she has a brother.
Okay. Okay. And yes, the watch. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Super. Super. Well, now it's interesting. Let me go a little further because he's telling me he wasn't the most, this man was not, and it's not an apology. Don't give me, because this is not a man who likes to apologize much. So, and that, hopefully if that's your energy, take it. But he's not a man who apologizes much, but he is giving understand. He wants you to understand that he did not emote much because men didn't do it. Men don't do that from his time frame. And he wishes that maybe he had, because he would have been able to give you more understanding of how much he loves you. But he thinks he knows that you knew, but he has to say, he wants you to know that it just wasn't it wasn't how he was raised, and it wasn't the mindset at the time. So he wants you to know he loves you very much. That should never have been a question, but he also knows he couldn't say it enough, because that's just not how he was trained. And again, it's not an apology, because your dad's not an apologetic dude. He's not apologizing, but he wants you to understand, because he wants you to be aware how much he did love you, and he loved his kids. He loved being a father. This man loved being a father. He loved his wife, but he was ready. And also, he's telling me he was ready to go when he left. He was done. He left. He'd had enough, and he said no more. So it wasn't as though he couldn't have been treated a little longer or thing. He just like, I don't want any more. I'm done. Okay. So take this message, and then for Lori and for Charlene, this often can happen where you get 2 people having a similar situation, and the message, if that's the case, then the message is meant for both of you. Know that you are loved. Know that what you're going through now is, and this is the message, okay? Because I've given you the evidential information. Now let's get to the message. The message is, what you're going through is short-lived. What you're going through has a finite ending point, and the rest of this year is going to be amazing for you. You are moving beyond this. You're his daughter. You come from stock that is strong, so know that you can't be brought down. He's telling you can't be, because you're from him, and he was strong. When he said I'm done, he cashed out. That's why he made that stress at the end that he wanted to just tell me. He said, I'm done, and he cashed out. He wouldn't be brought down. He decided he was leaving on his terms. You're living on your terms, and you need to live on your terms, and know that you'll get through this, and the rest of the year, butter, smooth as butter. That's what I'm picking up.
You said something else.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh.
I didn't hear butter. I heard buttocks.
No, Streisand, butter, smooth as butter. Actually, Saturday Night Live's tribute to Streisand, you know. She sings, her voice is butter, smooth as butter.
Well,
so yes.
I'm glad that helped Charlene, and I'm glad that helped Lori. Now about that 95-year-old man.
Yes. He's telling me about 2024. This is why I'm like, why? Because I'm asking your father the other father to step back, thank him for his energy. Also thank both of you for your energy, and go with God. Go with God in that sense. It's a wonderful feeling when they visit with us. But I'm going back to your father now, because your father throughout 2024, so what did you? There's a pivotal time in 2024. Something happened where you made a pivot, you made a change, and that's because there's something significant in 2024.
I think that's when I started my channel. I think that's when I started doing the channel, Don.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, he's telling me 2024, that pivotal choice made sense, and it is good for you, and it's good for you moving forward. He's glad you did that, because 2024 was big for you. It's a pivotal year for you, he's saying, and the choices you made are going to carry you well. And so, but he's also saying, don't live in the past on that. He's like, continue to expand, continue to grow from that. Don't stay in the box. Don't stay in the box. Make sure that you're finding the ways to take this further. Don't leave it at just the box. Okay. Make sure you expand from the box, using the box as your growing point, but go further. He said, don't just settle. You never, he said, you never did. You never settled. You were precocious as a young one too, from what he's telling me. You were a bit hardhead. So, it's what he's telling me. That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to feel happy. 2024 is when I started to feel genuine.
You started shaking it off.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You were moving forward. You were pushing forward. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But he's like, continue to expand. Don't just stay with happy. I mean, don't just stay with what's been working. Go with more. There's more out there for you. So don't just stay in the box. There's no box for you. You don't fit in a box. You never did. And he's like, you never will. You're not.
Perhaps, I am. I'm doing that because I'm going to be changing up my channel. Yeah. I
didn't know that.
I know.
Well, and here he's giving me the directive too. So now we're both informed. No, I didn't know you're changing, but that's a good thing, because again, he's telling me continue to evolve. Yes.
Changing it up a bit. Yeah. Changing it up.
Fantastic. Super. Well, there you go. The message was for you as well.
Thank you.
I'm going to have your dad step back as well. At this point, we're going to go over and see whom else we want to pick from here.
Who are you drawn to?
Oh, my goodness.
You can scroll, right, Don?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, and thank you everybody for being here. And any new people, wherever you're watching this, like and subscribe, please.
Yes, please. That would be perfect. I would appreciate that too.
See, not just
check me out on all the different social media platforms. Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and also watch for the channel Your Psychic Network. It's coming live soon.
Who's Psychic Network?
No, it's called yourpsychicnetwork.com.
Oh, okay. So you're changing things too.
No, that's a new invention, a new creation for me. It's a new business. It's going to be online psychics.
I will have to tune in and see what that's all about.
Let's see what else we got.
Everybody's so friendly to each other.
Maggie May. I'm being drawn to Maggie May. I keep hearing Maggie May.
Hey, that's a song.
I know. It's like I keep hearing Maggie May. Maggie, if you're here, what's going on with you? Because I'm hearing again Maggie May. Do we have a Maggie in here? Let me look again. I'm trying to look for a Maggie. I don't see.
I didn't see it. Maggie May.
Maggie McLean. He called me the baby. Oh, so there is a Maggie. Okay, Maggie. Maggie, what's up with you? Because I'm getting a lot of energy around you. Are you having issues with a child? Is there a child involved here that's kind of perplexing you or having some issues? It's a parent-child relationship situation. So is it you with your parents or is it you with your child? Maggie, are you still here? That's always a possibility. You may have popped out.
She just said God is good. So
is that an older?
No, I think that's an older one. I'm not seeing anything from Maggie. Maggie, did you leave? I think she might have left on.
Okay. Well, Maggie, if you pop in, I'll pick this up where we left off. I'm going to also look to Crystal. Crystal, are you still here?
Crystal Lee?
Yes, Crystal Lee.
There she is.
Crystal, are you still here?
She just sent you a heart.
Okay.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, I just saw it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, Crystal, I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my chest area. So what's happening with you? What's going on with you? And don't give me the whole story. Just give me like what is it you want to know? Because again, don't feed the reader, as they say. I don't need you to, because then you're not going to feel like you're getting read. You're feeling like you're giving me, and I don't want you to give me information. But I do feel like there's something happening, and it's very strong, and it's very pressure on my chest. What's happening? What can I answer? What question can I answer for you? I'll put it that way.
She just tuned in again. So Crystal, he wants to know what the pressure is, what's going on with your heart. So you need to give him some feedback on that, please.
Yeah. What's kind of, again, it's there's just, I feel like you're under a lot of pressure. Let me just go with this. I'm feeling like you're under a whole lot of pressure, and some of it's self-imposed. Crystal, why are you taking on other people's dramas? Why are you allowing them to dump their stuff on you? The problem is, Crystal, is what I'm seeing could be lungs and heart. Well, we'll have to see. I'm guessing. Hopefully, we'll see soon enough if Crystal lets us know. But the point is Crystal, I'm picking the energies of like you're carrying your load, but you're carrying other people's load too. So what I'm picking up is that you allow people to come and they dump their stuff in your lap. Okay. So they come to you and they're like, oh, I need to confide in you and this and this and this. And then they feel better and they walk away and they're relieved, and yet you're carrying it with you. And so, Crystal, you have got to, you need some boundaries. You need to learn some boundaries. And you don't need me to be your teachers and your parent, but I'm telling you, I'm picking up some boundaries. And then of course, I'm also picking up a parent-child relationship situation. So again, is this,
I'm going to tell you what she said. She's been getting a lot of fluttering in her chest, and she's worrying about her oldest son.
Yes, that's the parent-child relationship situation. Okay, good. And the concern is there because again, it's yes. Okay, good. Thank you for confirming that, because I was picking some of that up and oh man, yes. But you have to let me start back a little bit beyond the child. Okay, and that is again, Crystal. Other people come and they dump stuff on you, and then they leave, and then they're fine because they're happy that they walked away clean. And you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, I'm carrying this now. First of all, you're going to need to find a way to decompress and declutter. You got to let it go. Let it go. Let's do some Frozen over here, baby. Ready? Let it go.
I'm having a musical today.
So you really do. You have to learn to let go of some energies that do not serve you well. They're not yours, okay? If they're not yours and they're not intended for you, then why would you have them carry you? Your son needs your attention. The problem is your son, I don't believe your son can properly verbalize what it is he truly needs. And so what I'm picking up is your son often gives you some communication, but he buries underneath it what he really needs. And he's like, Mom, you need to figure this out. He doesn't say that, but it's like, Mom, you need to figure it out because it's like a pride thing. Okay. But keep work. Let people know for now you're off the clock. They need to give you a break for a little while because you really do need to work on the relationship with your son, the communication relationship with your son, and make sure that you can get a clearer pathway to help him as well. Okay. And in helping him, you help yourself, by the way, because by doing that, you clear out a lot of energy that should not be there. It doesn't need to be there. Okay. So let's work on getting rid of that energy that isn't yours. It's not needed to be in your hands or your heart or your lungs or your hair or whatever. Shake it off. Crystal, when you get off of here between now and before the sun, as the moon comes up tonight, go out and take your shoes off and find some place to put your feet in dirt, in water. Get grounded to Mother Nature. Let the energy go. And then what I need you to do is I need you to ask your spirit team, and we're back to the spirit team as we started. Go to your spirit team and say, help me find what serves me the best and the most, my highest self, and leave the rest behind. Help me to relieve the rest I don't need to know. Your spirit team will step in. Your spirit team will help you get there, okay? Ask them to step in and help you. This is, again, cleansing your energy. Also, if I were you, I would be doing some smudging. Smudge yourself. Smudge yourself. When I say smudge, I'm talking about lighting some sage and then wafting it around you. When you do that, also follow up with that with some Santos, because Palo Santo brings in energy. Sage gets rid of energy. Palo Santo brings in positive. So make sure you bring in some positive energy, okay? Also, Crystal, I would strongly suggest that you smudge the house. I don't know if you do it on a continuous basis, but we're at the beginning of the month. So I would smudge your house. I'd make sure I open the windows and smudge my house. I don't care how cold it is. It doesn't take very long to open your windows and smudge the house. Smudge the house throughout completely. I would also put some salt at the front door, across the front door of the house, the main door of the house, not the door that you come in through the garage. That's not the important thing. The front door, put the salt there. And then what I would also say to you, Crystal, is invite in abundance. And how we're going to do that, we're going to open up our front door. Again, the front door of the house, not the door you usually use. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about the front door. And I need you to go outside of the front door with it open, with some ground sugar in your hand, and blow it in. Blow it into the house. And I need you into the door. Yes, blow it into the door. Let it sit, and then let it sit there for a day. I know you're going to want to clean it up. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm seeing it, whatever. Don't clean it up. Cinnamon brings abundance. Blow abundance into your house. Bring abundance into your house. That salt line, which is historical, keeps negative energies from coming in. You sage the house to get rid of the energies. You brought Palo Santo to bring in the positive energy. Then you put the salt line to keep the negative energies out. Then you're blowing abundance into your door. Tomorrow, you'll sweep up that. And during the fall, and even in the spring and summer, if you can find it, go to Trader Joe's or AJ's or sometimes Home Depot and get yourself a cinnamon broom and put it in the northwest corner of your house. Bring in that abundance, okay? Because abundance doesn't mean just money. It means energy. It means peace. Yes, it works. It's amazing. It'll work. Absolutely. Yep.
A cinnamon broom.
The cinnamon broom. Yep.
I've never heard of a cinnamon.
Yep. You can find them sometimes at Home Depot. You can find them at Trader Joe's. Usually in Trader Joe's in the fall, they'll show up in the fall. And there's a few other stores that'll do the same thing. And it's $4.99, $4.99. Yep. Yep. So that's what I need to do, Chris.
You're saying
yep.
Cinnamon broom.
Cinnamon
Broom.
Okay. Yes, a cinnamon, an actual cinnamon broom. Yep. It's made of thatch.
Okay, so raise your hand if you're going to smudge, do salt, do sugar, get a cinnamon broom, and the Palo Santo. Yep.
Yeah. But again, make sure that you blow the ground cinnamon into the door. Okay. And let it sit for a day inside your foyer, inside your whatever, and then sweep it afterwards. Yes, a cinnamon broom. It's again usually of thatch and it's coated with cinnamon. And again, you'll find it at certain places, and you can probably even buy it online. I'm almost guaranteeing. Yes. And it's interesting. You know, when I was in Germany, I always had a kitchen witch in my car, and and Germans believe in a kitchen witch. And you know what? I put it in my car to protect me, and my car never had a problem when I had it. And then when I sold my car, as soon as I sold it, the person that bought it had a problem. They took the kitchen witch and tossed it, and within a week they had an accident. I'm like, you did that. You did that.
You know, I forgot about putting salt all over the house. That reminds me of Ho'oponopono. Hey, Bonnie, put that picture up here so people can see it. I know you sent it to me, but I don't know how to. Bonnie's got a picture of a cinnamon broom. Hopefully she can put it up.
Okay.
Here. I don't know how to do it, Bonnie. Sorry. What is this? Everybody knows about cinnamon brooms except for me. All right, Don. Oh gosh, we ought to have just a page of everybody sharing all the time. All right, do you see anybody? I put salt in my mop washing water. Okay, I am learning a lot to do. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kellyanne. Okay. Mm-hmm. Donnie, you finding anybody? Oh, you're looking.
No, I'm trying to pick up some energy.
Why do you open your doors and windows when you smudge, Stacia? I don't know.
I like to do that myself. No, I like to do that too. Let that energy flow. Absolutely.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Open my windows when I do it.
Oh yeah. Let that energy flow itself out. It'll warm up again. It'll warm up. Believe me, getting that energy out is more important. Mm-hmm. Lisa Parrott. I'm drunk. Lisa, are you still here? Or have we missed the boat with you? Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Bonnie. Bonnie's got your back, and she's covering you with a lot of
Bonnie's a sweetheart. We love her. If anybody loves
Yes,
love reading, if anybody loves love
goddess,
reading,
yeah.
Bonnie is one of the places to do it. She is the love goddess. So you want to go to her for love readings. I'm not the biggest love reading person
I don't want
because
her reading.
love comes to die here. Kathy, I am drawn to you as well, Kathy. Yes. Kathy, if you Kathy, do you have a specific question, or you want me to just give you what I'm getting for you?
Go. There's Kathy. I'm willing for a reading. Thank you in advance. Is this the Kathy that you want?
Yep, this is
Did
Kathy.
You want Kathy?
Kathy Gibbs. Kathy Gibbs, yes.
She wants
Kathy.
She just wants the reading.
Yeah. But do you have a specific question, Kathy? Or do you want me to go ahead and just go for the whole shamil? Let's go until she says something. How's that? Unless she says something. Oh, Lisa's here too. Lisa, I'll do you next. Okay, this is gonna be quick with Kathy. Remind me, Lisa, because my memory that train will derail and I won't get back to it if you don't remember.
All right, Lisa.
All right, Kathy. Kathy, it's time. It's Kathy. I'm picking up education for you. Are you an educator, or are you thinking about going back to school? Are you? There's something about education around you. I'm picking up some serious education around you. I'm picking up and I really do feel like you need to learn something new. I feel like there's something new on the horizon you need to learn. So I don't know if you're going to go back to school as in a professional structure school or an adult education program or something for work, like a vocational kind of thing for work. But I'm picking up, Kathy, I'm picking up school for you. What sort of school? Are you considering getting an MBA? Are you considering going for a 4-year? What's going on there, Kathy? Are you not here either? Anyway, that's the one down thing about when I pick and choose. Sometimes people leave because they don't stick around, but that's okay. But anyway, Kathy, I'm picking up the need for you to focus on getting new education, new enlightenment, new learning of some kind, and it's going to help you to get beyond where you are right now. Okay. If you want to see this year to project out well for you, the best thing to do is making change, and change comes from education and learning. So again, we're going back to school. We're going to do a vocational thing. We're going to find maybe adult classes in the evening, something that's going to teach you a new thing. Maybe it's a new way to handle stress, pressure, maybe something going with your vocation or your job, maybe learning for something new, or maybe looking for a way to step up in management because you need a higher degree or something like that. Education, 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 your message. Go back. If you come back to this page later and you see your name popped up, remember one word: education, continued education. Do not stop where you are. That's what I'm picking up for you. And now, Karen, there was one other. Who did I mention was the other one that popped in?
Well, before I tell you that person's name, will you tell your YouTube channel? People want to know your YouTube channel.
Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
Can you tell us the name of your?
Sonoran
Did
Mystic
you get
Tarot.
that? You got
SONORA.
Yeah, love
Mystic.
reading. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sonoran Mystic Tarot is this YouTube channel,
It's
your love
that's my
goddess
Facebook,
right here.
Twitter.
They'll give you a love reading.
Yeah.
Now, the other person that you were drawn to, Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, back to Lisa. Lisa. What was I picking up for Lisa? Let me get back to Lisa. Let me get back in the energy. The Lisa energy. No, Lisa, the question was, did you have a question?
She says, I'm here.
Yeah. And Lisa, they're talking to you. Why are you not listening? Lisa, so do you listen to your spirit guides already? Are you already communicating with them? Or have you been blocking them? Because right now I'm picking up this energy of communication and a failure to communicate. So what's happening there? I see you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Now let's go further. Are we here and communicating with spirits, or are we just here to visit? Because I'm picking up that they're letting me know that you're not communicating, and you're not communicating well. Is it your fear? Or you have a fear, or you just haven't gotten there yet, or you need to go further? What's the story here? Because your spirit team's telling me you're not communicating. I do listen, but I block. That's what I'm telling you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look at my face. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Capiche. No, I'm serious. Don't block them. What you can do, though, is you can buffer them. This is the one thing to do. Understand, people. If spirit comes to you and you're too strong, or they come to you at the wrong times, Give them a time schedule. Give them a buffering command. Tell them this. I'll give you 2 examples. First and foremost, my gatekeeper, whom I love dearly, my gatekeeper's name is Emily. The name doesn't matter. For me, I was having problems remembering names or picking up names in mediumship. And I told myself I needed to work on names. And so I kept focusing. And then Emily presented herself and said, "Hi, I'm Emily. You've been asking for me." And that's how I knew it was Emily. The point is Emily and I have a conversation. Emily knows in my bedroom, no spirits. No spirits are allowed in my bedroom. So when I walk into my bedroom, if I need to get away from noise, period, I will either have Emily put them on pause or silence, or I will then go to my bedroom. And she knows in the bedroom, no. There are some exceptions. Libby, who is, again, the person from this book, she's amazing. She helps me. She's my ghost that is amazing. My spirit, my ghost, my spirit is amazing. She comes in. My father can come in. My father helps me astral travel a lot. And so I'm like, "Dad, let's go traveling tonight," and whatever. So there are certain spirits that my gatekeeper knows you can come in. Most of them cannot, and that's wonderful. The other thing that I do is, one time I got mad because I had to experience I had to give a reading with somebody who had a heart attack. The person that was coming in was someone who had a heart attack. And they decided to have a heart attack on me. And I'm like, "Don't do it." I was so mad. I'm like, "Emily, never allow that to happen. Ever do that again. I don't need to feel it to that degree. I only need an inkling of what I'm getting. And I'm not empathic. I don't want to be empathic." I've told her clearly, "Don't turn that on for me. Ain't happening." So again, you can buffer and say, "Look, I want a little bit, but not a lot." You can say, "I don't want these time frames when it happens." And you can turn it off and say, "Emily, turn it off for now and turn it on for now." There are times where if I'm writing, right now I'm writing a cookbook for my recipes for my family. And when I'm doing that, I don't want any energies because, again, it's what I have to sit back and remember, what do I do when I'm making this food? My kids have been pushing me a long time. "Dad, we want your recipes. I have a son now. I want to make sure my son has your recipes so he can experience the food that I grew up on." And it's such a compliment. So I'm writing the cookbook. And so when I do that, I tell Emily, total off. I can't hear, I don't want anything because I need to focus on my steps when I'm doing something. So what I do is I write the recipe and then I test it later. So I've been actually making a lot of food recently, testing my recipes. So do that, Lisa. Don't fear your energies. They're not going to hurt you. They'll never hurt you. I promise you. They're always there for your highest good. Allow them to communicate with you. Put parameters on that make you feel safe, because they'll never want to make you feel unsafe. So if you ever let them know, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with this," or I don't feel safe with this, or "I'm concerned," they're going to there. And also, more importantly, they're not going to let something else come in. They don't do that. If they do, they'll raise your alert. They'll raise their own alerts, and you'll feel uncomfortable. And they'll say, "Hey, you don't need to be connecting at all right now," because they'll shut you down before they'll let something happen to you. And that's a wonderful thing. So open yourself up. Ask your spirit team to always give you what serves your highest and best interest. Mm-hmm. And then always respect and appreciate the information coming in and give thanks. Thank them for coming in. Thank them for a message. I'm sorry?
I'm just saying always give thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a must. It really is. And not only just our spirit team, but everybody. Anybody and everybody. Thank Karen for having me on. I appreciate that. I love this. Thank all of you for bringing the energies in, by the way, because the reality is every time that I have a chance to read, I'm practicing. This is always, it's an evolutionary practicing exercises for me. And that's how I learn and grow. And so by you sharing your energies with me, it allows me to grow too. So I thank you all for being in, and I thank the energies on the other side that come in with you as well. So.
Okay. I think we have time for one more, or maybe two. And Kim, I don't understand what you're saying. I think there's a message for you, Dawn. Is that Spanish? Dawn, can you read what's on the screen?
Oh.
No, not the feed. Look on the screen right now. Look at Dawn. Look down. Look.
No, I'm thinking. Yeah, Sebes K.
Oh.
K is what, right? And then I identify contigo. So I identify what you're saying. Is that what it's saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. I need to run the little translator there.
Bonnie has been very active. Yeah. She identifies with you, Dawn.
There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, she identified. Okay. Yeah.
Bonnie, why not?
Bonnie's always coming back. I adore her. She's always wonderful.
Bonnie, the three of us need to be on. I'll interview both of you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Lord have mercy, Karen. You'll never get a word in edgewise because when Bonnie and I get going, it's just too much fun. It really is.
I'll mute you.
And don't forget, everybody, I go live Wednesday nights with Angie, a friend of mine as well, a friend of Bonnie's as well. And we do this very thing Wednesday night starting at 6 p.m. Arizona time to 8 p.m. And sometimes it's 6-ish, which means about 7 to 9 or 10. And we just go as long as we can. And we do the same thing. We pick as something pops up and draws to us. And Miss Angie is phenomenal, and you'll love her. And I just love it because we're untethered and we just let it go. And it's wonderful. Who is next?
YouTube?
That is on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Facebook personal, Facebook public. The Sonorous Heroine. I put it on all of them, yeah. And Miss Angie puts it out on hers too. Wednesday nights we start about 6-ish, which is 6:30 or later.
What is the Pacific Standard Time?
That would be 5-ish or later.
Okay.
I'm big with ish part, by the way. So.
I understand that, Ellen. I was married to a Cuban once. Okay, Don, you see anybody else before we sign off and give everybody love?
Yeah, last minute push, everybody. If you want a reading, pop your name in there. Let's do Kellyanne. I'm drawn to Kellyanne too.
All right, Kellyanne, here we go. Kellyanne. Any message?
So do you go by Kelly or Kellyanne? Because I keep hearing Kellyanne. Kellyanne. Kellyanne, did you lose a friend when you were younger? A friend that was kind of like a sister to you, someone who was very close, or was it a cousin who was like a friend to you? I'm picking up a female person around, and again, she's showing me to the side of you. So it's like it could be a sister, but it seems more like a friend, a good friend who was about your same age. I'm not saying you lost her when you were young, but again, I'm getting that you're the same age as she is. And when you lost her, she was around the same time. A cousin. Okay. Yes. And was she more? I get a lot of energy around her. So was she more energetic than you? Was she kind of like was she like the leader? Because I'm picking up a lot of energy around her. Yeah. And it's interesting because I'm asking her how she died, and I'm not sure she knows. So there's a complication with her passing because I'm saying, I'm asking her, how did you pass? And she's not sure. She's saying yes. Yeah. Interesting. That very seldom happens, by the way. So this could be, was this an accident or is this,
she's again, met someone named Isabel.
Okay. But was this like, was it an accident or did something happen? Or because I just get the feeling like she's not even sure. Again, she's not sure how she passed. She did not fulfill her contract, so she'll be back. She will be back. Interesting. Oh, it's very heavy. It's a very heavy moment here. She was murdered. Oh,
that's why.
Yes, and I get the feeling there's not been resolution. Is that correct? Has justice truly been had for her? I'll put it that way. Let her know this, though, that even though she did not make the choice to transition, and even though she did not have a chance to fulfill her contract, know that she's okay over there, and so she doesn't. They don't have anger like that over there, so she's not mad or something like that. But it's just letting you know that she needed to give you the context so you understood, okay? But she's coming back. She'll be back, and don't be surprised. I'm gonna give you a heads up. Don't be surprised if she shows up in one of your grandchildren. Don't be surprised if you start when you get to the point and you have grandchildren. Don't be surprised if one of them is her, and she is reincarnated in one of your grandchildren, and then she is there to help you find eventually your way out the door as one of your grandchildren. But she was always close to you. She loved you, and so much so she'll be back and she'll be part of your life again. Yeah. She stuck up for you in school. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense because she does seem like that. Again, the tigress. She's the one who kind of was leading the party. Well, she's here, and know that she loved, again, you guys were, again, you meant the world to her, and you made a difference. And so she will be back, and don't be surprised when she shows up as one of your children. She will be one of your grandchildren. She is reincarnating. She will. So there you go.
Dawn, our producer has to go because she has 3 more
Yes,
shows to produce.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will have Dawn back on because I know you love him. I hope you love me. I'm not worried about it.
We all love each other.
But thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Check out my book.
I'm Bye, everybody. Oh, my God.